like I said, you can remain seated, but I want to go through the standing, and I'll just go through the first 6 forms, through 3 to 6 forms of the standing, so that if you want to start doing the standing forms, so these are known as they call them TCA, Tai Chi Arthritis, but it's Tai Chi for Arthritis for Fall Prevention. It's the same form. So you'll see TCA 1, TCA 2, and there's tons of videos all over YouTube. So you can watch and you can do the forms with them. You can find Dr. Lam's videos. He has a lot of the free videos out there for himself, and you can compare how he moves. Study how he moves. Okay. So it begins with your feet 45 degrees out, and if I stand straight, I can feel the tension because my feet are pointing out. So you need to relax so that you have this nice little bend, not much, but you just drop, right? And the legs and the knees are going to point out over the toes, right? So they're a little bit opening. The sunset is a very practical set in the sense that it doesn't emphasize having to go really low like this. In the Chen style and the Yang style, the forms we sit way down. So from standing, the first move goes down a little bit, but then as it opens on that first big step, we sit low. And it's to train the legs and there's a lot of martial training in there. But the sunset was chosen, it works very well for fall prevention in the sense that it's a much more upright set. So it's a much more practical set. It emphasizes the application of walking and mobility, of being able to move right away. If you're a martial artist, you still have to train low, but that's not a major emphasis of the sunset. It's more upright. Okay, so again, the feet start open at 45 degrees, and then you sink, right? So you can see that opening, and that's the standing posture. You would still start with Wuji before you do this, okay? And break the movements down. So the first movement is picking up the ball, right, and bringing it to your heart. That's just the hands. So from the side, drop your shoulders, you try to tilt your hip forward a little bit, try to roll the tailbone underneath, looking straight ahead and relaxed. And as your arms pick up, feel the shoulders drop, the elbows drop, and feel like they're extending and reaching a little bit as they swing upward. As they come up, the elbows fold, and it comes to holding the ball at the heart. Right? Over here has to be bent. And then, just like the seated, the arms are going to roll. Right? And number 3 would be the open and close. So that's the hand movements. Okay. Now all we're doing is the first movement is taking a step forward. So the left foot is going to step up. Right? Your left foot, you're going to step up 45 degrees, a small step. Right? Not too big, just a small step is good enough. And then you have to shift your weight, and then the right foot is going to catch up. So from the back, right? So that means I have to sink my weight to the right. I want to turn my body a little bit to the right, and then my left heel can pick up. Then I can step up with the heel and shift and turn my waist a little bit to the left so I'm facing much straighter. Sink my weight on my left, and then my right heel can pick up, and then I can step up. And we want to step up even. So that's one of the small challenges in the beginning. Is it sounds simple, just step and step, but a lot of times in the beginning the right foot will probably step a little too much, or it might not step enough. So ideally we're trying to get them in the same plane. From there. Okay, so the first move is just stepping up. So you have to sit on the right, you have to turn my waist to the right, step up left, shift, turn my waist a little bit to the left, and then my right leg is free, and then just take a small step up, and then center. Okay, that's number one. So I'll go same side as you. Right? I have to think a little bit, but I'll go same side as you. So with the hands, we'll add the hands. So as the hands are rising, you shift to your right leg. Right? So you go same direction. We're all going same direction. You shift to your right leg and turn a little bit. Okay, the left heel is free. Right? So that's the first move. Sinking on the right leg, picking up the left. As the hands fold, right, the leg picks up from here. Right? So that movement together. It picks up. Okay? And then small step forward, heel. And then as you shift, right, you're pressing the ball out. Okay? So you look for these small little coordinations. As you shift, the ball presses out. Okay? So try just that again. Right, from here. Hey, come on. Look at her just watching. Okay? So you shift to your right as the hands come up, and the heel starts picking up. Left heel starts picking up. It comes in. You start picking up the leg. As you step, you shift, and the hands come out. Okay? And then you sink all the way down from here as you land. Okay? I'm getting ready to pick up my right leg. So as my right leg picks up, I want to shift into it from here. So as my right leg picks up, I'm shifting into my hands. Just the heel, just the edge of my hand is gently touching my body. Okay? As my right leg picks up, my hands pick up same time. Okay? As I find the ground, my hands extend. As I shift back to center, right? So now as I shift back to center, my hands come back. So there's all this coordination with the hands and the legs. Right? So I'll do it facing you, going same direction as you, and then I'll turn and show you different angles. Okay, so from beginning, and then picking up the hands and shifting to your right. The left heel picks up, and the hands come to the heart. My left leg is free. I step out, the hands start rolling forward. I shift my weight forward, and my hands roll all the way down. They sink. As you pick up your right leg, right, you shift into the hands roll up. I find the ground. As I shift to center, I keep on rolling my hands out. As I sink in center, my hands come back to center, and then I end with an open and close. You can come to the side a little bit. She's standing like 6 inches behind me.
No, that's more than...
So,
that's
yes, come and stand on the side a little bit. If I sneeze and my head snaps back, I'm going to headbutt her. Okay?
That's
so,
an excuse.
So I'll shift to the side, and then I'll call it out. So you can see the side angle. I'll turn a little bit. Okay? So sinking down, you shift to your right. Shift to your right. The left heel is up. Okay? You emphasize the heart. You step out. The hand starts rolling. I shift to the left. And as I sink on the left foot, the ball goes all the way down. As I pick up my right foot, I move into my hands. Just the heel of my hand is touching my body. As I pick up my right, my hand starts rolling up. As I shift to the center, my hands continue to roll. And then as I center my body, they come back. And we finish with an open and close. Okay, and I'll do it one time with my back to you. And so we're all going same direction. So feet 45. So shift to my right, the hand picks up, the left heel picks up. My hands come to my heart as I find the ground with my left foot. I shift forward, rolling the ball, comes all the way down. I sink my weight on the left, move into my hands. The ball keeps rolling up. I find the ground. I start to center and settle. And then an open and close. Okay. So that's the first three movements. That's the first three movements. So we do it a few times. Try and see if you can remember the move, and just try it. I'll just keep doing it. If I stop, just keep going. and remind yourself, we're not that kind of class. There's no test. There's no expectations that, oh, you have to learn this today and we're going to test tomorrow. You do it your own pace, your own comfort level. Okay? But try and challenge yourself just a little bit, okay, to see if you can do it. So I'll do it facing you first, and I'll go same direction as you, same direction as you. Okay? So take a breath first. Then out, sink, and then we begin. Okay, shift to your right, breathing in. Pick up your left foot, so same direction as me. Step up with the left. Roll the ball all the way down. Pick up the right foot. Stepping up even with the left. The hands keep on rolling. Center, and one open and close. We're only doing the first three movements for now. Okay, I'll turn my back to you, so we'll go same direction. Take a breath to begin. As you exhale, sink your body down, and then begin. Shift to your right, pick up the left heel. Out, left foot. Sinking on your left foot. Pick up your right foot. Find the ground with your heel. Shift back to center. And then sink. Open and close. And closing. And then I'll face sideways. So when I face sideways, I'll just call out the right and the left. Again, take a breath to begin and sink as you exhale. Okay. Pick up on your right. Pick up your left heel. Step up with the left. Rolling the ball all the way down. Sink on your left. Pick up the right foot. Shift into the palms. Step out. The hands are still rolling, and then they come back and settle and center. One open and close. So I'll do it one more time facing you, and then one more time with the back to you. Okay, so when I face you, same direction. So right and left. Right? Your right and your left. Come to side. Take a breath, and as you exhale, sink. And then begin. So shift to your right. Step with your left. Palms at the heart. rolling, shift to your left, all the way down. Now pick up the right. Find the ground, hands at the heart. Center. Return back to the heart and end with an open and close. Close and rise. And then one last time, my back to you. Same direction as you. Oh, here, why don't you come back? Why don't you stand behind me? You okay there? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so come stand behind me so that when they look at you, they don't get confused. We have the same orientation. So come stand behind me over here. Yeah, that way we get the same orientation. Okay, take a breath. As you exhale, sink into your posture. And then begin shifting to your right, picking up the ball. Left heel is up. Standing on one leg while you step out. Shifting to your left. All the way down. Shifting to your hands as your right foot picks up. The hands continue to roll up. Then out. And then center. One open and close. And then closing and down. Okay. So just within the first three movements, there's a lot of refinement. There's a lot of timing. So the first is just understanding the movements. And then probably the second is the timing. So the timing of hand and legs, timing of the breath, the breathing and settling, and then just looking at those posture things. And then the third would be probably continuous movements. So starting to flow the movements together. So even looking at the first movement, starting to flow the movements together. If you were to start from Wuji, you might gather and sink, and then you might just hold Wuji. And then as you wake everything up from Wuji, right, head is suspended, relaxing, aligning, and sinking into the earth. And as you sink with the exhale, so breathing in and exhaling and sinking. Right? And then first timing that shift. So as I'm shifting to my right, I'm turning a little bit to my right. Right? So I want to turn a little bit to my right as my hands float up. So that first coordination, right? As I'm shifting, the heel is picking up. So if you watch my feet, where am I? Yeah, if you watch my feet, as I shift, my heel starts picking up right away. So I have to turn and sink on my right, and my heel picks up. So you want to keep, as your heel picks up, you want to keep your knee pointing straight. So as the heel picks up, don't let the knee collapse in. So pull the knee straight up, even as you're turning. Okay? And then as soon as it's free, you just extend. So just a small extension, that's all you need, and then you drop the leg straight down. Right? So I'm shifting, pick the knee straight up, and then from here, just extend, and then drop the whole leg straight down. In other words, don't reach like this. Okay? Just drop the leg straight down, that's all you need. Okay? And then you shift, and as you shift, turn. Right? So again, I'm stepping up and left. As I shift, I'm going to turn my waist from the center. As I shift to my left leg, as I do that, that's going to allow my right heel to come up. And the same thing with the right heel. With the right heel, pick the knee straight up, just like you're picking the knee straight up. And then just bring it up a little bit to match the left. So as you're learning, sometimes you can look down while you're learning just to say, oh, where is it supposed to go? But looking down is just to kind of figure out, are you stepping right? Okay? What you really need to do is look straight and feel what you're doing. So if you look down so that you're just checking, are you stepping in the right place? You have to practice that and then check afterwards, right? And then feel and check, what does it feel like? And then check, right? And then once you get confident that, oh, you understand that feeling, you don't have to check as much. Okay? So if you have a mirror is always a good thing. Okay? So with my back to you, right? I'll just move slowly and you can make the adjustments. Right? As I'm shifting and turning, my hands are picking up and then stepping. Oh, I'm sorry, heels together. Yeah? So, picking up, left heel is up. As my heel touches down, then my hands are at my heart. And then as I shift, I want to sink on my left and turn, my hands are pressing out. Right? Turning, my hands are pressing out, and then they're dropping all the way down to here. When my hands are dropping down, that means all my weight is shifted on my left, and then I can pick up my right. Pick up my right, I'm moving into my hands. As I shift back to center, my hands are rolling up, and they continue to press out. And as I settle, right, then my hands come back to center. So there's a lot of these small little things to look for. And again, if I use Vaughn as a point of reference, when I step up from here, right, you can see my hands are connected to our hip. So as I pick up my right foot, this is what I mean by moving into my hands. Right? You can see I'm not pulling my hands back so much as I'm shifting up from here, and then they continue the roll. So that first part is I'm just relax the elbows, relax the shoulders, and I'm moving into my hands. Right? And then my hands continue that roll. Yeah? So in some of the forms I see it really looks like people are pulling their hands back, and they might be, but shifting into your hands. Right? So if you look at, again, you use my Chinese decoration as a point of reference. Right? If my hands are lined up right here with that, right, you can see I'm shifting into my hands first, and then they continue the movement from there. Yeah. So like if, the other way to look at it, if Bonnie's holding Snoopy, right, and we're both holding Snoopy, we're both fighting for Snoopy, I'm not going to start by pulling Snoopy to me. Right? I'm going to shift into Snoopy. I get better leverage, right, by shifting into Snoopy and just dropping my hands down, the weight of my hands. Now Snoopy is closer to my center, right? And as I step up, I've now got that momentum to finish a little bit coming in, right, from there. So I've come out, right? It's all the way down. Right? The hands drop all the way down, and then I shift into Snoopy, and then I start to roll. Finish from there. Yeah. So learn to. The left foot is up. I'm sorry. The hands are all the way down, and then you want to shift into your hands, and then finish the movement. There's a slight circle on the bottom. It's like watching the wheels of the train. Right? This is the link. Okay? It goes in that elliptical motion. It drops all the way down. It comes to here as the heel of the palm gently touches the body. There's a slight curve up. You can see the elbow rising, but it's all relaxed. Right? And then you can see my fingers starting to point up. They start to swerve upwards. Right? You get a little closer so you can see that. Right? You watch my palm, and then I start to turn my fingers up as I rise. So on the top, my fingers are pointing straight up. That way I maintain that stretch. I want to maintain that stretch through my arm, the top of my arm, the bottom of my arm, the heel of the palm down. Right? Yeah, look at the heel. You can see that bend, that seated palm. We can refer to as a seated palm. It doesn't have to be really strict like this, but just so you feel that stretch coming out. And there. And try that a few times. I'll just face different angles and I'll just call it out. And you focus on what part you want to focus on. So take a breath. And as you exhale, sink. And then begin when you're ready. So shifting to your right. You're stepping with your left. All the way down. Now pick up the right leg. Shifting into your hands. Knees pointing straight up and rolling. Hands are still rolling. And then center. Open and close. Come my back to you, same thing, one more time. Moving same direction. Shifting to your right as you pick up the hands. Hands come to your heart as the heel touches down. Turn a little bit to your left. The hands drop all the way down as you get ready to pick up the right, folding into the hands. Small step up. As you center, the hands are out, just start to center and then sink. Okay. All right. So that's referred to as TCA1, Tai Chi for Arthritis 1. It's just the first 3 moves, but there's so much in the first 3 moves. And whatever you learn and practice in that coordination carries throughout the whole set, that same kind of coordination from there. And then just, let me just show you the 4th movement. Okay? So the 4th movement is single whip. Right? So in the seated, right, we turn to your right and then we turn and open. That's the seated. So what are the legs doing while we're doing this? Well, your right leg, right, so I have to really think about this. We're stepping that way. Okay, so you're going to shift to your left and your right leg has to tap in. Okay, so the first part, while you're holding the ball, right, we'll start off by holding the ball. You shift to your left. So again, you want to turn a little bit. Right? In the beginning, you can make a big turn and it'll just become smaller and smaller. But the first movement is just to pick up and tap your right toe in. Okay? And then it steps out. Same thing, just extend. It's going to come up 45 degrees. And then you're going to shift to the left. Looks exactly like the beginning, right? Very similar. So from the side, the feet are open. You're shifting to your left, and the right toe taps in, and then from here it just extends. Okay? So almost exactly like the beginning, except we're starting with the hands here. Okay? And then we're going to turn, and same time we turn, we press the ball away. Okay? We don't finish the move all the way to here. Before we shift the weight all the way to the right, we start turning back to the front. Okay? So same direction as you. Right? I'm going to tap my toe, I'm going to step out, and as I shift, I'm going to press the ball away. So I'm start turning to my right, press the ball away. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 70% weight shifted. I turn my waist flat to the front, and I start to open my palms. So I used to think of it like opening a window. And you see how your left hand travels a little bit more. Your right hand is pretty much lined up with your right foot. So elbow over the knee, not past the toe. So as I'm shifting here, I'm turning. As I'm turning, I'm still shifting up a little bit. So I'm turning like this while I'm moving. So it's like a tornado moving. And single whip is here. Okay? Nothing more is if you pick up your hands, drop your elbows and turn your palms forward, that's single whip. Okay? So the single whip is not way out here. It just drop. So that's all you need to do. Just pick up your hands to find it and turn your palms forward. That's single whip. Okay, that's the width. That's all you need. Okay. So same direction as you. Right? We're starting with the right. So holding the. So sit on the left and turn your waist to the right. As you turn your waist to the right heel starts picking up. Right? And then pick it up and tap your toe in a little bit. And then step out heel, just extend, press the ball, and start to open. So more of your weight is on the right leg now, from there. Okay, so that's single whip. So looking from the front again, we're moving to your right. So I'm actually turning my body to my right from the beginning. Yeah. So I let my right leg turn. This is facing 45 degrees. I free that toe, let it tap in a little bit, and then stepping out and up, and then turning and pressing, and then turning flat and opening from there. So single whip. Okay, then single whip transitions to wave hands like clouds. So I have to sit back. Same time I'm sitting back, I'm dropping my hand. Okay, and we always have that coordination of hand and leg. So my right leg is going to come in, and then we're going to walk sideways. So it comes with my hands. Right? So it comes up and free and step, and then shift and turn. That will free up your left leg so that the left leg can come in, right? And turn. As I turn, the right hand drops again with the leg. Sorry, I think I forgot to move my left hand the first time. And it's just stepping to the side. And 3 times it comes back to center. But remember what I said, right? Turn a little bit and spiral back. Yeah, don't come directly back to center. Have that little spiral. Okay? And that's the first 6 movements. And we're done. So starting with number 4. So number 4, single whip, hands here. Okay? So you sit on the right leg and turn, sit on the left leg, yeah? Freeing the right leg, and then pick up and let the toe tap in a little bit, and then step out heel, and then shift and press the ball, and then start to open. More weight on the right leg, and then sit back, dropping the right hand, tap the right toe in with the hand, and as you pick up the right, the left falls. Right. And then step right to the side and shift and turn the waist a little so the left leg picks up, the hands exchange, and step in. First time. So the feet are a little closer together, and then we step. Hands exchange and turn. This is the second step. And want to step at least 3 times if possible. And that's just how the form is done, right? 3 times. And then right here, after third time, we come back to center. We're going to do an open and close. And just past center, the hands are still coming into the heart. So we can move right into an open and close. Right and down. Okay. So we'll end by just running through the first 6 movements. So I'll face you, same direction as you. So I have to think, I have to switch my brain. Okay, so heel together. As an exhale, sink. You're going to start by shifting on your right. So commencement, breathing in, stepping up with the left foot. So this is 1. Into the arms, 2. This is the second movement, the rolling, settle, and number 3, and open and close. And then we're going to single whip to your right, so right leg free. So shift on your left and turn to your right. Tap your right toe in. And then out. Stepping up a little bit. And then turn and press the ball and start to open. Take your time. Okay, then we're going to step 3 times to the right. This is single whip right here. So transition to one sao, wave hands like clouds. Try to coordinate, take your time so you can coordinate hands and legs. First time. To make the hands coordinations easier, just move straight up and down while you're stepping and then turn. Eventually you can slow the movement of the hands so the hands could be rising while you're shifting. Just 3 times, and then come back to the heart. Come back to an open and close. Okay, and that's the first 6 movements. I'll do it one last time with my back to you. We're still all going in the same direction. Sinking. Take 1 breath and sink. You're shifting to your right. Okay, number 1, breathing in, left leg free, rolling, right leg stepping up, out and back to heart. 1 open and close. Shifting to the left, single whip. Shift and turn, right toe taps in, and then out. And then press the ball and start to turn to the front. Bring the right toe back in. 1 sao. Stepping to your right, turn the waist. Left foot in. Right foot out, second time. Third time. And then we come back to center, to the heart. And check your alignment while you press forward, and as your hands drop, start to rise. Check your alignment, let everything go. And close your eyes and just for a few breaths, practice Wuji. Letting everything go, all the tension go. And then slowly open your eyes, rub your hands. So when you practice on your own, you really want to hold Wuji for much longer. Maybe a minimum of 10 breaths, a minimum of 10 breaths. As you get comfortable, you'll find that you probably just want to hold it longer. Okay, we'll end with seated. We'll end with seated. Yeah. So that's actually the first 6 movements. So that's a lot of lessons in there. That's at least 6 individual lessons, one for each move, and you can break each one down. But that's the beauty of having it on video. You can stop and start. Okay, let's relax a little bit before we do our bell meditation and in class. So your hands can be on your lap, palms up, palms down. You can do this mudra, left hand on the bottom, right fingers on the top. If you do this, don't tighten, just relax. Yeah. So do whichever one's comfortable for you. If you know other mudras, you can do other mudras too. And gently close your eyes and breathe. Check your alignment. Relax all your facial muscles. Make sure the air is flowing down to your lower belly. Tip of the tongue on the roof of your mouth. Any distractions, acknowledge and bring yourself back. Remember to see that little sun in your chest, warm and cool, radiating. Start to generate that smiling feeling in you, that loving feeling, opening, projecting the heart. Make sure you're smiling and projecting as you slowly start to open your eyes and rubbing your hands together, moving your legs around, loosen everything up. My quads are really sore. I have a big knot here and a big knot here. That's why I'm doing so much of that pounding today. Warming up your eyes. Brushing your scalp front to back, center to outside. Just the fingertips, not the fingernails. Just the fingertips. And then tapping. And these are all common Qigong little things that we do at the end. You find other ones, you can insert that into your practice. Unrolling your ears, gently pulling. Yeah, tapping the back. Starting tapping, and then that gentle massage, that gentle pulling of the muscle tissue away from the spine, the cervical. Just warm up your face a little. And even pay attention to where the fingertips are touching. Yeah, and try to get the forearms to gently touch each other. And you have to drop the shoulders, let everything go, and then the forearms can touch. You can even hold this as that still meditation. You're just lightly touching, lightly feeling the chi from your palms coming out, warming up your face. Practicing letting everything go in your facial muscles, just feeling them drop. And you could use the fingertips just to gently massage and come out of them. Just gently massage, opening and closing the jaw. Biting down a little. Getting all those small little places. If you go and look at acupuncture charts, you can learn exactly where to massage, for what points and what they connect with. Okay, and with the cupping left side. So we always go from the shoulder out to the fingertips, and the wrist is loose, right? The palm is just kind of flopping. The hands are a little bit cupped, two sides. It's funny. I put these out for free on YouTube, but unless it's only the people really in class who are going to watch the whole thing or a lot of it, or can choose what they want to watch. Anybody browsing is too boring. If they get through 4 minutes, they're probably just getting through the discussion and like right? It doesn't have any meaning for them, but for everybody else, it's out there for you to look at. And like I said, if you, depending on what you want, just save them to your own little YouTube playlist. And in the settings, you can make those playlists public or private. So just kind of watch those, what you're doing. But we've got so many sessions on YouTube. You find the ones you want to work on, save them to your own playlist. That way you can find them right away. Otherwise you're going to spend so much time hunting for them. Okay, so happy Mother's Day again. Although that was last week. Every day is Mother's Day, right?